Will my voice is audible, sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir, it is audible. Sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please go ahead, sir. Convener Dr. P. Kiran Sri garu and FDP organizing team. A warm good afternoon to all and welcome to the FDP. Part of today's session, we are already having first main. So before going into the session about Dr. Aarti Jain, we welcome you, madam. Welcome you for the FDP.
Good
Thank you for
afternoon,
joining, madam.
sir, to your team.
Yes, ma'am, it is clear. Just I want to give Jain, working as senior grade assistant professor engineering, Uttar Pradesh. She is having academic computer science and engineering from JP Institute of. She has more than 20 research papers, book chapters, and international conferences. Journal of GI Global and Applications, Science PG. She is a special in International Knowledge Development Program KDP, Special Mind. She has participated in more than 75 specialized short-term courses. Her research in machine learning, data science, deep learning, social media analysis, soft computing. Very glad to have you in this program, madam. We welcome you to the FDP. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Madam, did you got the present slides, madam?
I'm so sorry for the delay. Some technical
Please go ahead,
glitches happened at our with it, the machine learning for predictive analysis. So start with it. Well, as the faculty are already aware of, but it is my duty to introduce you what from machine learning is actually nothing but a system where we are able to learn with the help of our examples, where we are learning. Machine learning is actually able to combine our data with certain static and output. And what is that advantage of the predicted output is you can make certain kind of the actionable decision. Machine will follow the instructions as are given to you. And we are in itself, it incorporates three main types: supervised learning. Even the deep learning is considered as a subpart of the machine learning. So I will be going into the depth of these subparts. What issues? And the machine learning. In the case of the programmer had to code the rules to give the proper output and fundamentals. But what will happen that when the system is growing more and more complex, then more and more rules needed to be difficult to sustain for a longer period. But in the machine learning, what is there? Machine learns actually how the write the rules. Every time we don't have to write our own rules. The programmer, they don't machine. The machine is able to adapt to the responses to the new experiences to improve its efficacy, to improve its results. The time passes by. Which we need to consider when we going through the machine learning inference ways. So what the learning phase actually is, it is helping to prepare a model, and that model is so what the learning phase does, it takes the training data, extracts the feature vectors out of the training data to discuss just after this one. So it is applying the algorithms, and based on what is the advantage is that we need not to train the thing is ready with us. We use this model over the unseen data and we work with it to get our results. For example, it can be the never seen before data from where we extract the phase, we apply that model over the feature vectors, and we get the inference already previously being trained to make the inferences out of the new model. Do it. Three types of the learning: supervised learning, learning, along with the case we have the pre-labeled data. you have the Lego blocks where you can like the common example, the rainy season example, which most of you have read from the books also. The tennis or not based on the criteria, like the kind of the atmosphere is there, the kind of the humidity is there. So all those examples are and the type of the algorithm which the supervised learning going to discuss in detail soon. In the unsupervised learning, we are able to organize the data to predict the outcome based on the clustering. So how to do that? Their specification. So we need to cluster them according to the different algorithms. Here are the clustering algorithms like k-means clustering is there, hierarchical clustering algorithm is there. We do the application. The reinforcement learning where the feedback to the algorithm is important to us. Of the rewarding, which may be like in the example of the, so that reward may be in terms of the positive rewards like the chocolates or up to the expectations. So the reinforcement learning has certain examples. Cars, we can have the examples of the robot, the examples by one. Told you that we have the super learning. So what are the further subcategories in each one of them? In the supervised learning, we talk about the mainly class. Reinforcement, we have told you about the reward kind of the algorithm. The ways where we are able to correlate the features with respect to the polynomial regression. Polynomial kind of the equations like as is given over b0 plus b1 xis plus b2 xis plus bp xis plus epsilon. So b0 and epsilon, it is the residual, where xis, they are actually the independent variables, and we are correlate each of the xis feature to the output yi. So as in the actual points are d1, d2, d3, and d4, let us suppose. So, and the exact line of the regression is deviated. We try to reduce the difference between the sum of the di's distance with respect to the line of the regression fit with the help of the regression model. Then second is the decision tree, which is actually data feature value into the vivid branches at various decision roads until a final decision output is the kind of the environment. It can be rain. Then further category of the outlook can be humidity as well as strong wind or the weak wind. So we are taking values based on the splitting of the data feature values into the respective branches until the final decision. actually a decision tree. We have the maybe plenty of the decision trees to make the decision based on the majority voting method to decide actually on which label actually we want to return. For example, feature 1, when we select, then topmost feature, then decision tree is constructed. Similarly, up to the decision tree, result of each of the decision trees are taken, then majority voting, and in some cases averaging is also included with the output of your random forest as the final label of the RF or random forest. Like KNN, that is K nearest similarity, to predict the values of the new data size based on how closely it matches. Sometimes it is there that out for the given for the new data, based on the given data, we are not able to find out what is the exact match. Then how for example, we are from the training data and we have a new person who is not exactly resembling to any of these to the person who is coming actually being mapping, and the most closer it is, the most matching it is finding as the output to the person. So it is just an extension of the linear regression binary variables, zeros and ones. For example, we can say that logistic regression, we have the 3 inputs. Weights are being assigned as theta i's. So our aim with the help of the logistic regression, let us suppose my 0 category is the sad and 1 category is happy. So our logistic regression model will help me in determining on sad based on the model which is being taken care in the form of binary. Prior knowledge is important to us, and we need to take care that all the event independent probability of each feature affects the event. For example, we have the document where multiple categories occurrence of these features are independent to each other. So we use the document given a category into probability of category divided by the probability of document, which will help me in then we have the SVM support lines where we talk about the hyperplanes which are responsible for optimally dividing the classes, and it is to generate the output to predict have the 2 categories in the form of the circles and in the form of the squares. We try to segregate these two with the help of the best optimal fit, where we are taking care of the boundary parts also. A margin to set them as far apart as possible. The unsupervised learning, along with that, we have the various dimensionality reduction algorithms also, like SVD. SVD is singular value eigenvalues which help you to which is generalizes the eigen decomposition of the square matrix m cross n, which is of much reduced dimension as compared to the n cross n matrix. For left orientation, right orientation, to reduce it to r cross k dimensions, as we are seeing over here. Taking place to give you the resultant dimensional reduction strategies. Of the data set into new set of the features with respect with the where information across all the all or entire data set is effectively being compressed into. We have a higher dimensional space at the leftmost column where high. So what we do is we reorient this entire picture into the lower dimensional space with the help of matrices, and we pick m lesser than d eigenvectors and respect to that, and at the end, at the 7 point, you are seeing that we are getting our entire data over the much. The beauty of this algorithm that we are able to reduce it to the lower dimensional space and get our results. Is the k-means clustering, where we are grouping the unlabeled applying the k-means. We have a mixture of where we are not able to segregate what is identifying by each of the clusters. So when we apply that cluster algorithm, I am not telling you how we are applying the algorithm. I am telling you, yes, the method is there which we can apply to find out, yes, these are the clusters being available to us. We are able to group the unlabeled data set in algorithm. To the association analysis, some of the can be the part of the data mining, but now they are taken into the consideration of the machine learning also, where we take a priori and FP growth. A priori says that we have to find the frequent item sets in a data set for the Boolean. We are buying a mobile, so we want to prefer to buy the charger also. We are buying butter also. So we try to find out the kind of the associations among the item set. We find the frequent items and advancement to the existing a priori on the frequent pattern trees, where we construct the trees. For example, we call it the FP growth trees. The number of the transactions and items are there. At the iteration number 6, you are finding that the tree other items we have like in the item number 1 we have transaction ID A and B. Whenever second occurrence of the A is coming, then we mark it A is incremented by 1. This channel keeps on updating every time whenever new transactions are coming to you. So you are finding, just check it at your end. It is a correct FP growth tree for the given transaction IDs, and you are able so now another algorithm predicting a sequence of the unknown hidden variables from a set of the observed variables. So what do we mean? A set of the hidden variables. For example, a person wants to shop from a suppose, or wants to clean the house. These are the hidden variables. What are those hidden variables? Whether the whether today is rainy or no. So hidden Markov model will help me in taking care